Hello viewers, good morning. This is Srinivas. Today we are going to discuss key concepts and some problems in the chapter linear equations and two variables. Now, what are linear equations? A first order equation in two variables is called a linear equation. Let us assume that a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0 are two linear equations in two variables, namely x and y. Now, in these equations, a1 and a2 represent coefficients of x in both equations, b1 and b2 are coefficients of y, c1 and c2 are constants. Now, if the equation is represented graphically, it is a straight line. అంటే ఒక లినియర్ ఈక్వేషన్ కి మనం గ్రాఫ్ గీసినట్లయితే అది గ్రాఫ్ మీద ఒక స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ వస్తుంది. దాన్ని మనం రిప్రజెంట్ చేయడం, గ్రాఫికల్ గా రిప్రజెంట్ చేయడం అంటాం. అంటే ఒక లినియర్ ఈక్వేషన్ ని గ్రాఫికల్ గా రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తే అదొక స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. అంటే ఇంకోలా చెప్పాలంటే ఒక స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ ని ఒక లినియర్ ఈక్వేషన్ రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తుంది అన్నమాట. నౌ what do we learn in this chapter? In this chapter we are going to check whether the given two equations are consistent or inconsistent, etc. Next, we find the number of solutions the equations have. And if the equations are represented graphically, what is the position of that straight lines? Next, how to solve these two equations? There are two methods which are elimination and substitution method. With these methods we solve the equations. Next, according to the data given in the problem, how to make linear equations in two variables and solving them. అంటే మనం మామూలుగా జనరల్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ని దాంట్లో ఉన్న డేటా ఉపయోగించి లినియర్ ఈక్వేషన్స్కి ఎట్లా మార్చాలి, దాన్ని ఎలా సాల్వ్ చేయాలనే వీటిని ఈ చాప్టర్లో నేర్చుకుందాం. నౌ how to check the consistency of two linear equations, their graphical representation and the number of solutions they have, that is algebraic interpretation. ఇక్కడ రెండు లీనియర్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ ఇచ్చినట్లయితే వాటి కన్సిస్టెన్సీని, వాటిని గ్రాఫ్గా రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తే వచ్చే స్ట్రైట్ లైన్స్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి, వాటికి నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ సొల్యూషన్స్ ఎన్ని ఉంటాయి అనే దాన్ని ఈ టేబుల్లో చూద్దాం. ఈ ఇంటర్ప్రిటేషన్ అంతా కూడా మనం వాటి కోఎఫిషియంట్స్ యొక్క రేషియోస్ని కంపేర్ చేయడం ద్వారా చెప్పుకుంటాం. First comparison of the ratio is if a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2, then the equations are consistent and they have unique solution. Unique solution means they have only one solution. And if the two equations are represented graphically, they are intersecting lines. This is the first type of comparison. Second, if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2, then the equations have no solution they are inconsistent, and the straight lines represented by the equations are parallel lines. Third one, if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, then the equations are said to be consistent and dependent, and they have infinite number of solutions, and the lines represented by the equations are coincident lines. This is very important concept, and you have to master all these conditions. Now let us work out this problem. Check whether the equations 5x minus 4y plus 8 is equal to 0 and 7x plus 6y minus 9 is equal to 0 are consistent or not, number of solutions they have, and interpret them geometrically. Solution. For working out these type of problems, we have to write the coefficients of x and y in both the equations. Now the x coefficients are a1 and a2, those are 5 and 7. Y coefficients are b1 and b2, those are minus 4 and plus 6. c1 and c2 are constants, they are plus 8 and minus 9. Then we compare the ratios. a1 by a2 is equal to 5 by 7, b1 by b2 is equal to minus 4 by 6, and c1 by c2 is equal to 8 by 9. It is clear that a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2, as a1 by a2 is equal to 5 by 7, b1 by a2 is equal to minus 4 by 6, so they are not equal. So the equations are consistent. As they are consistent, they have a unique solution, and if the two equations represented geometrically, they are intersecting lines. Now let us work out another problem. Check whether the equations 2x plus y is equal to 0 and 4x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0 are consistent or not, number of solutions they have, and interpret them geometrically. Again, we have to write all the coefficients a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2. In the first equation, a1 is equal to 2, b1 is equal to 1, c1 is equal to minus 6, and from the second equation, a2 is equal to 4, b2 is equal to 2, c2 is equal to minus 4. Take care while writing the equations, writing the coefficients. The coefficients should be written along with their symbol plus or minus. Now we compare the coefficients. a1 by a2 which is equal to 2 by 4, b1 by b2 which is equal to 1 by 2, and c1 by c2 which is equal to minus 6 by minus 4. Now you see, it is clear that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, as a1 by 8 is equal to 2 by 4 which is equal to 1 by 2, b1 by b2 is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. When a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, we have to go for c1 by c2, but a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. Therefore the given equations are inconsistent. As they are inconsistent, they have no solution, and the linear equations represent a pair of parallel lines. After knowing the consistency of two equations, we are going to learn the methods of solving the linear equations. There are two algebraic methods to solve the pair of linear equations. These two methods are one elimination method and the second one is substitution method.